Uh, Hello guys. It's been 2 days since my last upload because the day before yesterday, 2 days before, I was hammered as fuck. I just come after the activity of our organization. We had a year-end party where we got hammered as fuck, but I've got some interesting stories I have to tell. I was super hammered as fuck. And yesterday, the backlash of the alcohol was so bad. I had to sleep early. I'm and I was so fucking exhausted after that. I was so fucking exhausted after the drinking, after all that drinking, yeah. But um there's some interesting stories happen that I'm gonna tell on what happened on that drinking party. So first, I'm drawing again. This time trying out single layer drawing. Mm. I'm studying value and lighting. Maybe test out a new process of drawing, stuff like that. So on the drinking party, which was 2 days ago, Friday, it was Friday. We drank from I think we started at 11 till 3 3 a.m. Of course, the girl I was interested in was there, but let me start first. What happened? So I got there 6. I got at the we went to the I went to the meeting place at around 7, and we were supposed to be at this swimming resort or swimming a hotel that had a swimming pool, which was open, which was still open at the time. But a lot of stuff happened and we weren't able to cook all our food on time. So we ate like we let me I was continue on the illustrations from before the sketch. Uh, I think that was so we were not able to uh, have the party where we intended because they actually closed early. So we walk we were supposed to go to a bar. I mean the others went to a bar and asked if food was allowed, but they refused. So then to the we went to a nearby viewing what do you call this? Nearby viewing area near the beach. But since it was cold outside and it was pretty dark, we just uh, decided to drink at our organization's office. Actually, joining the drinking party with a lot of strangers was the first for me, and I'm kind of glad that I went there. How do I tell this? So the girl I was interested at was there. Mm, we were drinking some brandy, and to alleviate the or to use as a chaser to help with make the drink much smoother. We had soft drink, we had soda, we had Coke, and some powdered juice. So we started drinking at around 11 in the evening. I think there were 8 of us that were drinking. Uh, so I suggested what to talk about while we were drinking is to introduce ourselves, that we should introduce ourselves. So I started it since it was my idea, and I shared my name, where I'm from, my age, what department am I? I mean, what department of the university, what I enrolled, uh, my hobbies. I said my hobbies are drawing, listening to music, playing games. What else? My likes and dislikes. Mm, I don't have much dislikes. I mean, I feel like my dislikes are just what normal people really dislike too. I'm pretty generic at that. Like I have no pet peeve or whatever. Next, s- uh, then they ask 3 questions about me, which I actually do not remember what questions they asked me. I think they asked me why I chose my course. Uh, I I chose my course because I love logical stuff like programming. So that was the gist of it. And I actually do not remember the other parts. Well, I do remember the names of the people that I went to drink with. I think among, among the people that were there, I was the only one. I was the only guy there that was straight. I mean, there was also another guy that was straight there, but wasn't totally sure of his sexuality. I was the only guy with the firm heterosexual heterosexuality. So we we drank brandy. There was 3 bottles of it, and as the hour passes, I become a lot more drunk. I might have slipped out a few snarky comments here and there on the people that were there, but it's all in good faith. It's never meant to offend anyone. And as the questions, as the introductions roll, a lot of personal questions, a few sexual ones were thrown, but we intended not to answer the questions that we were not comfortable answering. So the other guy that was there admitted she had a crush. I mean, he had a crush on the girl I was interested in. So that was, I think, the people I was drinking with noticed something, noticed my mood change, which I wasn't really aware that totally happened. And so I was the first one to introduce myself, and the girl I was interested at was the last one to introduce herself. So the sh the girl I was interested in, I sat beside her intentionally, mm, because I wasn't really familiar with anyone else there aside from that one guy. Oh, there were 2 guys. There were actually 3 guys at first. I thought, but I totally forgot about him. The Muslim guy, yeah, he was straight. Yeah, he's also a friend, the Muslim guy. So it was when the girl I was interested at, it was then that I I learned that she was not really single, fully taken. Uh, she had an arranged marriage. If so, why does her bio reflect that she's single? I would have interacted a lot different. Start if I had known, but then it was much better that I had known about it before I confessed. But still, the, the night was still early when the girl I was interested at finished her introduction and the people finished asking questions. So we had another round of questions. I This time it was one is your first impression of the person that were there? So first, of course, I have since the questions were new. I mean, this set of questions was a new cycle. I started it, and my first impression of the people beside were pretty generic. I They're for the first person beside me. My first impression of her was nonchalant. Uh, the next guy, which was gay, my first impression of him was happy-go-lucky. Fuck, I don't remember the other ones. I was so hammered at that point. I was way too hammered at that point. Until uh, it went to my first impression of the girl that I was kind of interested in. So I think from my response, it was way too obvious that I had feelings for her. It was way too obvious that I like her. Like that. So after that set of questions were done, and it reached it reached I mean the first impression questions reached towards the girl. She said that, wait, I might have gotten the order wrong. I think we reversed the sequence of answers for the first impression part. So after the introductions were finished, we had to give our first impressions for each of the person that for each of the people that attended the party, starting from the girl I liked, and I was the last since I was sitting beside her. But at that point, I don't fucking remember a lot of those details. It was totally hammered. I was vomiting all over the bathroom. I mean, the toilet. It was pretty fucking embarrassing. I think they were pressing me if I had feelings for her, which I think I denied, but I feel like I feel like my answer pretty much gave it away. My behavior pretty much gave it away. But I don't fucking remember a thing. And so after after the first impressions were all done, I don't remember actually. I was my world was so fucking the world was like rotating in on itself. The world was spinning. at any moment I was gonna fall if I stood up. But and I don't even remember how I got to where I slept. My head hurt so much. My body was so fucking heavy. It was the second time I was that drunk, so I had no precedent of what my actions were gonna be. I mean, there was precedent, but it was not with strangers, so I guess it was okay. It was with strangers, so I don't know my behavior. I had no recollection of it whatsoever. But in the, I think I woke up at like 4 a.m., 4 a.m., or I don't know what time. Might have been 5 or 6. But my head was still throbbing at that point. I still couldn't stand straight. I was still in a hangover, but uh, I saw who I saw the girl I was interested in was on a chair just right beside me on the couch I was sleeping at. Well, I didn't saw her clearly, but she was there. And after that, uh, she went home. I was conscious that she went home. I was conscious when she went home, but my head still, my head was still, I was still pretty drunk at that point. I meant my head was still hurting at that point, so I just slept again and woke up again at 9 and went home around 10 a.m. So I initiated a conversation with her around yesterday, around mm, 4 p.m. or so, asking for the pictures for the activity, but she responded at around 6, I think. I mean, she responded at around 5. I tried to ask her. I mean, I apologized if I had said something because at that point I still had no recollection. So I asked her if I had said something that made people uncomfortable or if I said something that slipped because I was super hurt. So she said that she said that I said that I admire her, that basically I basically confessed, man, while drunk. So she demanded an explanation. So I said like I admired her because of her way of life, because she is like the type of person I aspire to be, kind, helps other people, uh, does what she likes best, does everything she likes best. And like I admire her because she's the one that uh sparked me to go out of my comfort zone, explore some, and I meant not explore, but get out of my comfort zone and experience stuff because I normally wouldn't have gone on that year-end party if not for her. And I also admitted that she is like a unattainable flower, like she's way out of my league. I'm way too out of her league that I'm like admiring her from afar because I felt like she has proven a lot of she has proved herself over and a lot over and over again, and I still haven't proven myself even once. And that I am working on myself to be at a level that I can even consider reaching her. But that point, I think that was super cringe though. Still, I basically rejected myself. So, well, we interacted like normal after that. 'Cause she's chill. She's chill like that. And at this point, I'm just trying to like move on, like make these feelings fade. And today is Sunday. Oh, it's already Monday. Well, yesterday, Sunday, there she messaged me late in the night for work, bruh. There was so much work I had to do that I slept at around 3. She also sent me and edited pictures of me, which came out actually pretty good. I was contemplating putting them on my Instagram story, but I'm just not that kind of person. I'm just way too nonchalant. And this sketch is turning out pretty great now. Well, my yapping has reached to 30 minutes, and it's 2 a.m. So the recording stops here, and should the recording stop? Yeah, the recording stops here. I'll continue drawing on this and record stuff again tomorrow. There's actually work I need to do tomorrow. I mean, there's my internship tomorrow, but I think I'm taking a leave, though it's near Christmas. But then we have a fucking 1 month break. I'll get fucking depressed stuck at home. Well then, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys again very very soon. I mean, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. If yeah, tomorrow. Bye then.